PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is a big financial firm, they do a lot of industry analysis stuff. They just released their newest analysis on the video game industry. Traditional games only make up 26.7% of the industry.
Traditional games?
Yeah. That being consoles and PC.
Okay.
That's it. 26%. The majority of the thing is social gaming, which is 69%.
So we're talking about like phone games?
Yep. Social and casual gaming, anything that falls under that category, makes up 69% of the global gaming market.
What? Okay.
So
that brings out so many questions.
the majority of that revenue comes from in-app game advertising, making $19.3 billion in revenue in 2022.
Game ads.
Yep.
Game ads. Interrupt my little hillside climber, hillside driver for an ad. Come on, you get billions. Make them more sparse.
How does that compare geographically? I would have to go dig deeper into the report. I didn't look at the geographic. Esports only makes up 0.8% of it.
Yeah.
Which is not much.
No. And this is talking about like game sales, right? Or is it just
total game revenue?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Total video game and esports revenue in the U.S. was this is all the U.S. I'm talking about right here. So there we go.
U.S. Okay.
Yep. $54 billion last year. I'm not going to get into that kind of a goofy, like. So there's some terms in here that it's just going to be derp for the chat. Here we go. There's the thingy. Yeah, traditional console gaming makes up a very small amount.
Huh.
$9 billion for traditional console, 5.4 for PCs. And this is my message to everybody. Actually, so here's the good one. Right? I love this statistic right here. Okay. Because everybody who gripes to me about microtransactions, everybody, right? Come on.
Loading.
Okay, here we go. Digital PC game sell-through, 808 million. Right? That's how much sold in PC, digital PC downloads last year.
That seems low.
Right? Microtransactions.
Oh no.
4.6 billion.
No. They won. Oh.
When everybody comes to ask us, like, why is microtransactions? Because y'all are paying for it.
Okay. This doesn't differentiate between purely cosmetic things and pay-to-win mechanics. There's pay-to-win mechanics that are like, I think that's egregious. If you're charging someone extra in order to get something that is necessary to progress through the game or to be competitive, F you, into the camera. But cosmetic stuff like Destiny or skins and stuff like that.
A lot of people buy that stuff, yeah.
And I would assume that a lot of the skin transactions are probably Fortnite.
I'm not even talking about the fact that you can do the skins and stuff like that, or the ethical side of the microtransactions thing. I'm just saying, when people are like, why are all the games putting microtransactions in?
Because it works.
Because it works.
Yeah.
Because y'all are paying for it. Because the gaming industry, and this is PC, right? This isn't even...
Oh, shit.
This isn't even... I'm not even talking about the other ones. Oh, my gosh. Oh, console gaming. Let's look at console gaming.
People need to get their gems and JPEGs.
Online microtransaction for console, 1.8 billion.
Wait, it's lower than PC microtransactions? You got it. I'm so disappointed in everyone right now. I'm so disappointed. It's like a third. Wow. Okay.
Now, in the case of PCs, microtransactions far outpace actual game sales.
Wow.
Right? By a factor of like 3. Right?
Okay.
So, and then you talk about casual gaming again. Now, somebody else in the YouTube chat brought up, people keeping their phones out during meetings. Your smartphone is the console that everybody has, which is absolutely 100% true, right? Because like you talk a lot about in console gaming or PC gaming, the thing that they ask about, especially with consoles, is install base, right? Yeah. How much potential sales does a PS5 exclusive game have? It's based on the install base of the PS5. And a lot of how they negotiate these things is, hey, look at how big our console base is, right? PlayStation can go, our console base is twice the size of Xbox. Put your exclusive on our platform, right? And that's one of the ways they sell that concept, right? And again, it's, yeah, I mean, so it's not surprising that casual gaming is that much bigger. By the way, traditional gaming shrank almost a full percentage point.
Wow.
This last year, I should say.
I mean, I have some thoughts on that. It was specifically this past year. I think places going fully return to office might have a pretty significant impact on that.
Could have an impact on that.
Because,
gas and food and everything else being cheaper. Because let's face it, gaming is a luxury item. And we're going to talk about this closer to the end of the stream. It's still a luxury item.
Not only is it a luxury of your money, it's a luxury of your time. And if you're spending, let's be real, if you work in Seattle and live up in Lynnwood where we are, if you work normal 9 to 5, you're looking at 2 hours of commuting every day.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what I used to do.
Yeah, where otherwise you could spend that if you were at home, maybe shave off a little bit of time and play some games.
Yeah.
What's up, David? I can think of at least one microtransaction heavy game that's a PC exclusive, and that's League of Legends. Yeah, I would be really curious to see what portion of that money on PC microtransaction is specifically League of Legends and Fortnite, or like the big ones.
I imagine you could probably suss it out by reading their 10Ks for both.
Yeah.
Then again, this is actually the nice thing about the video game industry is there's actually data out there, right? Yeah. There's actually a lot of data out there. PC games are generally cheaper or free, so that probably counts for lower sales. Possible.
Yeah.
What was the last big game that everyone plays is talking about? I mean, right now, it's kind of Diablo, but Elden Ring is the last one that I remember being like massive. Tears of the Kingdom has been pretty big.
I played it last night. Yeah. No, the free-to-play market is...
Does Roblox or Minecraft sell skins? I don't know about Minecraft, but Roblox does have a microtransaction system.
Minecraft sells hella skins
and
adventures. Whenever you launch it on the Microsoft Store or on your Xbox, the first thing that you see is the marketplace.
Okay.
And they sell realms now too, which is a silver rental thing. But yeah, they'll sell like $5 skin packs or $5 adventure packs, and they get deals with like SpongeBob, things like that.
Roblox is massive.
Roblox is massive.
People talking about Roblox. Roblox. Now here's the thing: a lot of people, Roblox is stealth massive. Because if you don't have kids,
you don't know.
You don't really know about Roblox. Like I didn't know a lot about Roblox until my daughter really started heavily playing it.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool stuff in Roblox because Roblox is a fan marketplace too. Like they've got a whole creation system for you to build and sell your own games within their ecosystem, which I think is amazing.
We've had people make the joke before of like, why would I buy any other game whenever Roblox has all the games?
Roblox does have all the games.
There's a Counter-Strike game.
And there's oh my God, there is so many like reskins of like FNAF and COD and stuff like that. It gets bonkers.
I think like we as adults are like, what the Roblox, Fortnite? But when you're a kid, you don't have to go ask your parents for money to start playing this game. And I was part of the generation, but even increasingly so, maybe less so, games are kind of raising kids a little bit. Like, you're quiet for an hour, just go do that. And if the kid's like, this is $5, I want this skin, you're like, you know what, $5, yeah, sure. And it trickles in, and eventually you're in for more than $60 of what it would have cost.
Yeah, now I'm kind of curious. Where Roblox falls within PricewaterhouseCoopers' analysis of casual versus traditional. It's got to be under the casual because it's primarily a mobile and tablet-based thing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things spin off this way from Roblox. Again, I think the Roblox platform is super, super neat.
Fortnite creative, the top creator gets paid $500,000 per month. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. And also, I mean, here's the thing: gaming overall is still double the size of the film industry in the U.S.
Yeah,
That's the other thing that came out. I mean, it's twice the size of the film industry. It's like 5 times the size of the music industry. It is the primary form of entertainment for, I would say now, a plurality, if not a majority of the country.
which I find it funny that like films are this like universally celebrated thing of like, oh, gotta see it. It is the art form, and video games are still kind of like it's grown, but there's still sections of the population that are like, nah. Like, dude, this is double. This is double what you're excited to go see on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, it's making more money than that. So maybe it's because it's way newer. It's like a quarter of the age.
I mean, but to anybody who's like, why is so much attention paid to these? And here's the thing, and we've talked about this. Microsoft's not buying Activision for WoW. They're buying it for Candy Crush.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If this was not your indication that Microsoft is buying Activision for Candy Crush,
Yes.
right? Getting Diablo and WoW and all the Blizzard properties, that's a bonus. Call of Duty, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
No, what they want is they want that beautiful mobile gaming market.
Yep. And when I make the thumbnail for Microsoft acquiring Activision, it has the sub companies. It's like, Blizzard, whatever, King. I see that and I'm like, King Games. That's what they want. I should.
King Games is huge.
Yeah.
Yep. And that it is. It's the thing that they absolutely want.
Which is interesting. You'd think Candy Crush would have kind of moved out of like things cycle in popularity, but it's been around forever.
I mean, I don't know what the active player base of Candy Crush is. I know that like Match 4s and that. I mean, there's a new Match 4 probably released every single day on the App Store. So
And there's ads for them.
And again, what do we say? In-game advertising was $19 billion.
Yeah.
Last year.
It's ridiculous. You know what the first game to break, not the first game, but the first mobile game to break $1 billion was? I'm sure you know.
First game to break $1 billion?
Yeah, first mobile game.
No.
Angry Birds.
That doesn't surprise me.
Off of a 99-cent purchase.
Yeah.
Well, you can't buy it for 99 cents anymore. But yeah, they did that, and that was years ago when they broke a bill. Crazy.
Tetris is still good. Farmville. Oh, yeah. No, there's all kinds of stuff.
Is Farmville still a thing?
Oh, yeah. Farmville's still a thing. I mean, Facebook games are still a thing. That's the thing, too, is I think a lot of us, especially in our generation, because we've left Facebook, we forgot about Facebook games.
I'm not sitting alone in the middle of a field in Kentucky anymore with barely internet, so I don't play Farmville anymore because I've moved away. But, hey, if it's still working, there you go.
So
wow. So what do you glean from this report?
I mean, I glean that eSports still has a lot of room for growth. I think that's really one of the relevant pieces that I take out of this, is I don't think they've fully figured out, with how big the gaming industry is, I don't think they've fully figured out how to build that into this, right? And I think there's a lot of room for growth in the esports market.
So what I'm hearing is Candy Crush eSports.
They already have it. Yeah, oh no, they have Candy Crush eSports. In fact, there was a news story about a lady who accidentally joined the World Championship and like got deep, and it was her kid who figured it out like a week in. That she's like, by the way, you're in the World Championship, right? And she's like, what? Like, no, that was a thing that happened.
I'm trying not to be like hoity-toity, like PCMR, but to a broader extent, but when you said there is, the deflation that happened internally for me was just so intense, and I just want to recognize that. It just,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep. So, there you go. Let us know what you guys think about this.
Hey nerds, thanks for watching. Visit gamersheavenpnw.com for our merch store, which you can get cool shirts like this and rep some of my awesome art. Also, like and subscribe for more content so we can make more videos for you.